gon' keep winning. No, I cannot stop. Remember I had a little. Turned that shit to a lot. Always been 100. Put that on my block. Used to want a full door. Now I want that drop. Yeah, now I do what I want. 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 Now I do what I want.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know you're probably wondering where the heck have I been. I'm so sorry, I've been so busy, and then on top of that I fell sick, so I was not motivated to just upload anything. However, I did post a few workouts that I was able to do on my Instagram as well as my Snapchat, so if you are not following me there, go follow me. I got some great stuff that I post that don't make it here onto YouTube. With that being said, I just want to thank you guys for the love and the support you have given me. Even though I was MIA, I came back to about 8 or 9 more subscribers, and I feel amazing. I know that's something really small, but I'm thankful, and I totally appreciate it. So with that being said, let's just jump into the video. Today I'm going to be talking to y'all about how to get wider hips and how to get rid of your hip dips. Now you're probably wondering, what are hip dips? What the heck? And they're literally like dense dip bones that are on your pelvis, and it kind of looks like it gives you kind of like a boxy shape, and a lot of girls have this and they do not like it. And personally, I've been there. I have been there where I feel like my waist is not defined or my hips are like straight down, and it's really annoying, and it does not look good for some ladies. However, hip dips unfortunately you can't really get rid of them since they are bone, but there are ways to create the illusion that you are hippie and curvy and fine. And so I put together a few workouts that will help with that. In addition, it will help with girls who want wider hips in general. So if this is you and you're interested, go ahead and stay tuned. So the main muscles of the hips are the gluteus maximus, the gluteus minimus, and the gluteus medius, and the TFL. Those are incredibly important to build when you're trying to get bigger hips. So a lot of these workouts that you will see will incorporate movements that target these muscles. So first I start off with some fire hydrants. These target the underbutt, which is the glute minimus, and it also targets the inner butt, which is the glute medius. So yeah, try this out. Make sure you clench at the top to make sure that you are engaging those muscles. Of course, with any exercise, it is very tough to spot train. So widening your hips will not happen by strictly doing hip widening exercises. Some complex movements such as the squat will also help develop those curves. So here I'm doing squats to about a leg lateral raise. This is awesome, y'all. Try it out. Next, we have one of my favorites. This is lying leg abduction. There are so many ways to do this particular exercise. Abduction can be done standing up with resistance bands, or if you are at a gym, you can go ahead and use the abduction machine, which is also awesome. But with this particular exercise, you want to go ahead and rest the dumbbell as comfortable as possible on your thigh, and you want to go ahead and use your hip / side of your leg to lift the dumbbell. Do not use your stomach and do not use your hand. These are just tips that I noticed that I do accidentally, so you don't want to do that. You want to completely use your hips for this exercise. And here we have one of my most dreaded workouts, the curtsy lunge. And here I am using a little dust thing. I don't know what you call this thing, but like it makes the workout extremely hard because you have to like balance, and as you can see, I almost fell over. But guys, this works the outside of your thigh and the outside of your hip so bad, like it's unreal. All your hip muscles are putting in work during this exercise. If you do want to go ahead and make it a little easier on yourself, you can use just your body. You don't have to use that thing I was using. You'll still feel the burn. So far you can see that a lot of the exercises that we are doing target a lot of our butt muscles, and that is something that's very important to note. When you are building your hips, you are also building your butt. So of course we have to go ahead and throw in glute bridges, which are awesome for your perky booty, but are also awesome for some curvaceous hips. Last but not least, we have this exercise. I have no idea what to call this, but I guess you could call it like a modified fire hydrant, since I am standing and my bent leg is being raised at an angle. This is the bomb. I think this is my go-to workout for not only my butt, but of course the hips. If you are feeling bold, go ahead and throw on some ankle weights. It makes the workout a bit more difficult, but effective. And that is the end of the workout, you guys. Super simple. You can do it at the gym, you can do it at home, you can use equipment, or you can't. It's really your choice. I don't mind. As long as you are staying consistent and you are working hard to build your hips, okay? So yeah, guys, that's the end of the workout. If you like the video, go ahead and like, comment, rate, and most of all, subscribe. I will see y'all in the next one.